We like old adverts.
Hello and welcome back to the We Like Old Adverts advert calendar. It is an incredible display of folly, and to join us with it and in it today is Pete, part Internet Donaldson. We decided we wanted some of our favourite guests to come back and bring us some more adverts. So here you are, Pete. How are you doing, mate?
I'm good. Yeah, everything's rocking. I'm very behind on my Christmas shopping, but I don't know. I'll keep sniffing this pen, and everything will be fine.
Yeah, for inspiration. Anything we can help with?
I don't know. What do you buy for a gorilla you've imported from China?
IBM.
Probably food, I would say.
Okay, fair dues.
So we tasked you with finding an advert. You did that, and
yeah,
it's one that I've not come across before. It's quite something. Let's have a look at it.
Dear Santa, how are you? Oops. Oh. My little brother Joey asked me to write you. He's only 5. Here are a few things he hopes you'll bring the family this Christmas. Grandma helped with everybody's sizes. We've grown a lot since last year. Oh yeah, favorite colors. Grandma, yellow. Joey kind of likes green. And me. Santa, you're not gonna believe what Joey wants. Baseball cap, sleeping bag, a sled, a bike, make it red, and a drum. Mom says you can leave out the drum. Santa, Joey knows that Christmas is more than gifts and stuff, and that giving is more important than getting. I guess little kids forget that sometimes. Well, Merry Christmas, Santa. Your friends, Joey and Ted.
Oh.
Is it or is he a little creep?
Is he a little creep? I mean, he's doing his best, but I just don't like the fact that he's victimizing his dad, because his dad apparently wants a sweatsuit. Because there's like kind of 80s sweatsuits they used to wear, like those little kind of like bin bags.
Yeah.
They used to sweat all your chunk out apparently, but it didn't really work because it just...
I'll be honest, Pete. It was more that his dad asked his son for a pocket knife that I was.
Yeah.
That's what caught my eye. The sweatsuit's good too. Don't get me wrong.
I think
You'll
it's
have a job on getting that, won't you?
Get me another weapon, could you? Sweet. I can't. All my money's tied up in premium bonds. Yeah.
What do you want a pocket knife for, Dad? None of your business.
Don't worry.
Carving.
Don't worry.
Just need one,
Are
right?
you and Mum all right? You've been shouting a lot. It's fine. Don't worry. Just get me a knife. No one will suspect you if you
and
get
a sweatsuit that will not transfer my DNA onto anything.
It is very much the combination of those things that makes it all the more chilling, isn't it?
Yeah, bleach. If bleach was on the list.
Kid asked for a sleeping bag as well. That's for sleeping bag. That's for video games and sweets and toys.
I think Joey needs to learn a lesson about the value of money. I know he's only 5, but he's asking for a hell of a lot there.
Yeah, I mean, they've got a premium computer, to be fair. Those computers weren't cheap back in the day. Lovely little 3-button mouse as well. Beautiful.
Yeah, creepy 3-button mouse. I think only perverts have a 3-button mouse.
The middle button is for naughtiness.
How many buttons on your mice, Pete?
Say again?
How many buttons on your mice? I would imagine you've got mice with like 15.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite filthy. This mouse, it's disgusting. It's a Logitech. I've been using this brand for a very long time. You've got backwards and forwards, little scroll wheel. I just think there's nothing. I've got a PC. You don't need any more than 2, quite frankly. And you certainly don't need a sweatsuit or a pocket knife.
Mum wants a jazz record, which to me sounded like a euphemism. Maybe that's always common denominator comedy there, but Mama's jazz record.
It's really uninspired, that, isn't it? What do you want for Christmas? Jazz record. One jazz record, please. Which jazz record? There's literally thousands. Jazz record, whatever.
It is very vague.
This is what I like about this advert, right? He's doing a list. Now, I'm a 38-year-old man, but in my family, we make Christmas lists. If it's left for all of us, you end up with something like a jazz record, because how do you know what people want? You don't want to get them something they don't want. And people look at me like I'm insane or a baby for talking about a Christmas list, but I don't I don't know how other families do it. I mean, how do you guys do it? You just sort of...
Hang on, so you write your own list, you write what you want and give it to your parents?
Yeah, and I request
put it on floppy disk and then put the floppy disk in an envelope.
Yeah.
And send it to
I draw a picture of the bike and the sled that I want. Because the thing about Santa is he's probably never seen a bloody sled, has he? He's probably never seen a bike. He's going, no. I will require a drawing, please. Do tell me more about this magical bike, honestly. And the worst thing is...
And what colour is it?
It's red. And the red bike that he draws, if his drawing is accurate, he's getting a pretty lame bike. If you look at the actual picture of the bike that he's drawn, it's like a French adult poet's bike that you see in like a drawing,
like a Minecraft bike with like square wheels.
Because he's sending this on floppy disk as well. I mean, if Santa doesn't have the facilities for that, he's now got to start up an administrative organisation, hasn't he? He's got to now open an office. So that his elves can go through all these discs and actually start doing data entry and stuff like that. It's quite sad.
Yeah, it takes all the charm out of the elves, doesn't it?
It does. It really does.
And what do you do? I don't get a break. Like I have to clock myself out for my break and clock back in. I get 15 minutes to go to the toilet a day. And it's really hard working for Santa these days. It's boring looking at a screen all day.
Yeah. Amazon got their business model from Santa and his elves. I like the mum's name. It's going through all the... It says, what is it, like Dad's favourite colour, blue, and Grandma likes yellow. Then Mum's in italics, which made it sound sarcastic.
Yeah, no, I like that.
Joey
Mum is dead. We all know Mum is dead.
Yeah.
Dad's sorting it
purple,
out.
But... No, I read that slightly differently in the way, you know how in like old American soaps, in the title sequence, it would cut to one of the female actors, and then the music would go all lovely for a bit, just to sort of imply femininity. I think the italics was similar. I think that was
like, and Joyce Beauregard as Mama. Yeah.
Did you notice Joey asked for a sports book? What does that mean? What's
that like the sports almanac they have in Back to the Future? So you can
was thinking one of those novels by
horses.
Steve
Bruce's novel. Yeah. I've read that.
Manager.
Chapter 12 is astonishing. I think he just says the line. He says the line in it. She hadn't looked as good since she became pregnant. As we all know, that's when women don't look at their best.
Oh, wow, Stevie.
Oh, Steve. I wonder if Steve Bruce actually wrote those books. I mean, it's a hell of a mystery. If anyone has any information on the Steve Bruce novels, let us know. And if you're only hearing of them now, treat yourself. Have a little Google.
It's got to be like the most valuable kind of sought after book. We're talking like Harry Potter first edition kind of level. People want them. There were no re-releases or reprinting, so they must be pretty valuable in the grand scheme.
I've got a signed copy of Striker. Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It says to Mike in it, which is a bit impersonal. Oh, hello.
It's also that is a good after, I would imagine. Now,
what's that? Street Fighter novel.
Sean Lee is incredibly rude about London in this book. He absolutely hates it, but I don't mind.
Is it just bad mouthing different streets? That book is that all they can deliver?
He really batters the hell out of a car, but no, just as a bonus as well.
Yeah, he also really missed the point. Wasn't much of a gamer. Dear.
I like in this. At no point is there any intent of getting an IBM computer. It's like they've already got that. It's standard. And I like that IBM stands for International Business Machines. Yeah, that's executive. But
you sort of think of it like he's already got a computer, so presumably you're advertising to people who are going to get one for next year's Christmas list, presumably. Yeah. And to be honest, like those CRT screens, they used to bash out so much kind of like bright light. Much worse like on screen glare than the new LCD or screens and stuff. But like he's doing that in the dark. Like that's bad for your eyesight, isn't it? That's terrible.
Yeah.
No, I mean, this is pre-internet, clearly, isn't it? Because you had to put it onto a floppy disk and send it presumably into landfill in the North Pole, which will be probably the ice will be melting by now. That will be showing up. It'd be horrible. But if this was just a little bit later and he's sat in the dark on the internet, it's a bit worse, isn't it?
Talking to a man calling himself Santa.
Proper Intel vibe.
So what you're suggesting is that in the North Pole, much like the huge swathes of E.T., the cartridge game, buried in the desert. There's loads of proper floppy disks just buried in the Arctic. Oh, hello.
Hello, Peter.
Sorry. Little crotch shot there.
Little Christmas treat there.
I forgot I was on camera. I want a bike.
Well,
what I like about the list is he provides all of the sizes. He wants Santa to know how big his family is. And his little brother, Jason or Joe, whatever the hell his name is, he's got massive feet. I looked, even if he's got kid-sized feet, even if those sizes listed a kid size, he's 5 years old and he's got the feet of like a 12-year-old. It's not right.
Yeah. Maybe he's not
Big
5.
L-shaped boy.
Yeah.
It's a neutral milk hotel.
Maybe they just don't exist. Maybe he's an orphan who's somehow, stumbled across an IBM computer and he's pretending that he's got a family just to get more toys. He wants that penknife. He wants to exact his revenge on the world that didn't care about him.
And he wants the sleeping bag so he can, the peripatetic nature. Oh, bless him.
Also, you say penknife. It very specifically says pocket knife, which is it makes me think of an 80s like switchblade, like a street pump.
Like a butterfly knife.
Yeah, exactly.
It all really depends on
how
big
big's the pocket.
Are. Yeah. You've got a big 12-inch pocket, you can get a good kitchen knife in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that machete. They do.
What happens if you've got like cargo pants? You can get 12 knives in like.
Yeah. All sets were tooled up after this advert.
I think, we could be here all day talking about this weird advert and that little creep. And he is a creep. I'm going to just stick by that.
I'm with you on that.
Little creep, gigantic brother, accessing the computer at night. There's something going on there.
Really, really odd. It's clearly in secret. Why's Nan made the spreadsheet? A lot of questions that we failed to answer.
Why is it down to him? He's a child.
Yeah, exactly. So it's all a sad, messy nonsense. But thanks for joining us once again for the We Like Old Adverts.
No worries.
You can find Pete all over the internet. He is, of course, part internet. And if you've enjoyed the show, leave us a comment. Hit subscribe on YouTube. We would absolutely love that. Like us on Facebook. Do all of that stuff. We're growing steadily and surely. And before long, we will take over the world in some way and have our own adverts. It'd be really meta. Who doesn't love that? Yeah.
Buy us a toboggan.
What?
Buy us a toboggan, I said.
Yeah. Get Peter Toboggan and we'll see you later.